I'ma say this, no nuance, no explanations. If you are black and you are afraid of ghetto people, you are whitewashed. They got you deep in the brain. And I'm not even gonna go further.
What's good, people, and welcome back on the channel. If you are coming from the other page, welcome. And if you're just seeing this video randomly, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And for more context, you can watch the link that will be in the description. It's going to be the part one to this particular video because we are having a conversation about a trend that we just can't understand how it went this far, because this is now a conversation that is so serious, especially in the black community on black TikTok. And it is still the same conversation of the sophisticated black people talking about how they are scared of ghetto white people, the suburb people versus the ghetto black people. For context, this is a new trend on TikTok. The trend is just two slides where people are going to write, "Oh, I, as a black girl, I am afraid to admit this." And on the second slide, they are going to type what they are afraid to admit. So black people are as well doing this trend saying, "As a black person, I am afraid to admit this." And on the second slide, they will say they are afraid and scared of ghetto black people. That was how all this conversation started. All my For You page is filled with people literally talking about this conversation. And this is the reason why I'm bringing it to you guys, because I want to hear what you guys think about this conversation. That people saying, why do you have to say you don't like the old black people, because that is you being anti-black, that is you literally doing the same thing that these palm colored people do, that is as well you having a take that these people have used to do violence towards black people. Like, it's not making sense. So it's all a clash on TikTok right now. And without wasting much time, let's just get right into the conversation so that you guys can get all the entirety.
This trend of I'm a black person and I used to be scared to admit this, but I'm not anymore. Y'all got to speak up. Y'all got to speak up, because if you don't notice, a lot of us are starting to agree on things that have always made sense, but we're too scared to speak against the masses, or we're scared to go against the grain because we're scared to be called out. We have to start calling out the bullshit for what it is, especially if we want better and or if we want to progress. Some of us be entertaining the bullshit knowing that it's not right. We consider it cute, we consider it funny, and we know it's wrong. We know it's childish. We know it makes us look bad, but for some reason, we sit up there and deal with it, and we're scared to sit up there and talk against it, because we know when we start to talk against some of these topics, we know the masses or a lot of people are going to come and attack us because they don't agree with us. It's okay to stand out. I just told y'all the other day, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff you say. Most of y'all don't agree with the stuff I say on here, but I'm going to say it anyways because it is what it is and it needs to be said. If you know it's bullshit, call it out for what it is.
Y'all are no better than the white people for those things I'm scared about as a black person slides. Especially y'all that talking about some, oh, I'm scared of the ghetto black people. Because if you were smart, everybody who's encountered those ghetto black people know that if you mind your business, they'll mind theirs. A lot of you don't mind your business. That's the problem now. Y'all are no better than white folks doing that. And I hate how I come on here every couple months and just show your, it grinds my gears. You guys are just pests. You're like the cats that can smell cancer. Y'all don't go away. Like, please, just keep it to a minimum. Because what you guys do is open spaces for white people to agree with y'all and basically call you guys as porch monkeys behind the closed doors. I can't. Please, let's wrap it up. Black people.
You're stupid for saying that you actually like the ghetto. The ghetto is created by white supremacy. If you don't believe me, research the Kerner Commission report done in 1968. It was a U.S.-funded research study that literally said that white supremacy creates these ghettos and sustains it. I'm from Chicago and I'm scared of the fucking hood because the hood meant my ass getting sexually assaulted damn near every fucking day. But you got a little protection walking in the hood of the streets being a black man, but until you start speaking and swaying them hips a little bit too much, then you might be afraid of the ghetto. And I'm pretty sure he don't live in the ghetto, and if he does, I'm pretty sure he code switches as soon as he gets in that motherfucker. Like he said, he minds his business. As you should. The ghetto can be a scary place. I'm from Chicago. Used to see at least 2 dead bodies a day. Either overdose or shot. Sometimes their throats will be slashed. Who knows? You see how fucking desensitized I am? You should be afraid of the ghetto. There's a reason why we try to get the fuck up out of that motherfucker. It's a place to survive, not live, baby.
Why is it that every time that there's a trend where black people come out and they talk about how they're different from the normal black person and the normal black people experience, that it just becomes just very disrespectful and degrading. And it gives like, I actually don't like black people. I actually think I'm better than the normal black person. And I'm actually proud that I have a different perspective than other black people. Because y'all never just stop at, you know, oh, I'm black and I'm scared to admit that I don't know how to dance. It's like, okay, that's a hoot. Like, haha. Y'all gotta go into, oh, I'm black and I'm scared to admit that I love to read. Excuse me?
Can't quite put my finger on the pulse of why I don't like that trend of people being like, things I'm afraid to admit as a black person, and then it's, I don't like ghetto black people. Can't exactly pinpoint why I hate that, but I'm gonna figure it out. I will. Gotta sit down and really try and digest that for a minute before I can truly figure out what it is at the core of that bothers me. And I think it starts from the fact that this is no secret. I grew up dirt fucking poor, like broke as hell, like have been homeless, like all that shit. To this day, I hate moving because I have moved out or been evicted so many times in my life. It's actually crazy. Like, I don't want to move anything ever again in my life. And the neighborhoods that I grew up in, low-income neighborhoods. So I am empathetic to these people. These are my people. These are the people that would help my mom look for jobs, that would look out their window to see if me and my brothers got home safe, who would bring my mom extra food, extra clothes, extra anything. These are the people who were sending their kids to the same school as me. These are kids who I played with while I was waiting for my mom to get off of 12-hour shifts. I know how these people become who they are. I watched them grow up from little kids into these ghetto adults that y'all are so afraid of. Why are you loud in a restaurant? Like, sorry, etiquette wasn't the first thing on these people's minds when they were struggling to survive. I have the cognitive ability necessary to recognize that, yes, I was afforded a lot of different opportunities than these people that I grew up with. Therefore, I will never be seen as that ghetto person that these people are afraid of. But again, I recognize that is only because of the opportunities that I've been afforded. Also, I'm light-skinned. I understand that a lot of the opportunities that I was afforded, the grace that was given to me by society, is most likely because of the way I look. So I think we've done it. I think I just sat there and I figured it out. The only difference between me and these ghetto adults you're so afraid of is like a high school experience. One eviction away from being that person that you're so scared of. And it's truly the system that's at fault for creating the people who act like that. They're simply products of their environment, an environment that they cannot help. Oh, you need to learn how to act. You need to get some decorum. Why would they have the need to learn to assimilate into a culture that would never welcome them? Think about that. Why would they sit there and learn how to become part of a culture that literally put them in the position that they're in? I understand why you wouldn't want to assimilate to that shit. Actually, I understand that a lot of those people probably have resentment towards the social norms that y'all are telling them that they need to follow. And that behavior is a safety net in your environment. The way I present myself to y'all on this app, you will never see me act like that in my neighborhood. Because that's not who I am when I'm home. Because the way that I act at home is truly more who I am than anything else, and is my safety net. Like, to me, in a larger sense, when you admit that you're scared of ghetto black people, you're admitting you lack empathy. And when you admit you lack empathy for a community that raised me, for my people, at the end of the day, them still my fucking people. So when you don't have empathy for my community, yeah, I kind of hate you. That's it.
The fact that y'all is out here talking like black people from the hood is like a subspecies of black people just because they was born or live in a certain part of the city is fucking crazy. FYI, nobody from the hood is thinking about y'all scary bitch ass. Like, real shit. Have a good day.
Can't quite put my finger on the pulse of why I don't like that trend of people being
Hey, let me answer that, but first, hey, this is Simple Black Theory. If you like videos like this, go ahead and click the link in the bio, click on social media, and check out our YouTube video. So the reason why I assume you hate that trend is because they're making black culture synonymous with hood/ghetto culture. And that is one of the biggest reasons why black people are being unalived or even going to jail. Because white people have the same idea. Hood culture is the same thing as black culture. And if you really think about it, there's no such thing as hood culture. If you really think about it, hood culture is just survival tactics that people use to survive in the hood. A great example is ramen noodles. People believe that ramen noodles is a hood delicacy. It's part of the hood culture. But you could eat fucking ramen at a hot pot. And hot pots cost $60. For two, it costs $60 for two people. I'm tripping. What I'm trying to say is, what is the difference between a rich person eating ramen noodles today and a person from the hood eating ramen noodles today? There isn't. I would also like to add that blackness in America is low in the hierarchy chain. So is the hood when we look at the hierarchy chains for neighborhoods. So people automatically think that the ghetto is just full of black people. Let's thank redlining for that shit. And the last thing I want to point out is that blackness is always going to be tied to badness in the eyes of America. For example, if we look at hip hop, which is a multifaceted genre, and because rap was created by black people, they only see drill music as the sole genre for rap. But we have so many middle class crackers doing drill music, it's not even funny. But did that make sense of what I hope it made sense.
Those ghetto black people know that if you mind your business, they'll mind theirs.
See, this is where y'all about to piss me off. I understand that y'all don't want white people calling us aggressive, right? Because we all know, like, come on now, y'all are oppressors. It's y'all fucking fault we got all this PTSD. Okay, but within our own community, it should be a safe space to be accountable and say, most ghetto, hood-minded black people are aggressive within our own community. I'm saying to each other. Fuck how we treat white people. Treat white people like shit. I don't care. To each other. Hood black people that's aggressive and comfortable with fighting and arguing all the time, they pick on the people, the other black people who are not. They literally force us to be aggressive. I am literally living proof of that. I never like to fight. I like to talk about things. I was very logical. Bitches hated me. I minded my business, and random girls would come up to me wanting to fight because they heard I was talking about them. And I literally had no clue of their name, who they were, or what grade they were in. Do you know how many times I can count random girls starting shit with me for no reason? I never had boyfriends, nothing. Bitches didn't like me. I was never aggressive. I wanted to talk about it. Do you know how scared I used to be going to school in the hood? Because I know if I had even the slightest disagreement with somebody, no, we wouldn't just talk it out. Think you want to fight after school? Like, it's like y'all trying to play, and it's the same with men, with boys. Y'all know damn well in the hood, if you ain't tough, you get bullied. So the fact that y'all are gaslighting these other black people who are saying, I don't feel safe within my own community, lets you know that y'all is not willing to take accountability. Now I get it. White people have no fucking right to call us aggressive because it's their fault. But if another black person coming to you and saying, I don't like that aggressive ass hood shit, that hood-minded bullshit, I'm gonna beat the whip all the time. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. I used to be scared of that shit. Now I'm not. I can say I don't like it, but bitch, I ain't scared. Because I smack the fuck out of somebody now if I have to. No, I don't like to fight. I know how to control myself. I know how to communicate my emotions. I know how to have a disagreement with somebody without reacting. Those hella reactive ass women and men, those hood-minded people who are aggressive as fuck, stop pretending like they don't exist. And you can tell the difference from the people who fit in to that hood shit and the people who don't, because y'all are oblivious. It's giving anti-black. No, it's giving black people don't never like to take accountability when another black person calling them out about their shit. Yeah, y'all got PTSD. We all got it. Still take accountability. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. If you don't like a ghetto black person, you don't like a ghetto black person. Now, I'm not saying ghetto is in like long nail, like Sexy Red. That's my shit. I love ghetto-ness, but that aggression, that hood mentality of you tough, you gotta be tough, you gotta prove yourself. That's what people are talking about that they're scared of. And y'all trying to make it into something else because y'all are not trying to take accountability for it.
Like I said, motherfuckers sit around here trying to make it about, oh yeah, we don't want to call out black people in the hood for doing bad things. Bitch, shut the fuck up and stop being dumb. Y'all motherfuckers are literally word for word, bar for bar saying the same exact shit white supremacists have said about black people as a whole, but the only difference is y'all trying so fucking hard to put on a show that show white people that you're not the same as ghetto black people, so they can stop talking shit about y'all in the suburbs. That's all the fuck it is. That's all the fuck it is. These niggas are literally in the comments putting on a fucking show. Literally in the comments putting on the fucking show. These niggas literally, like I said, and I'm suspecting some of these people are white people. I'm not gonna like y'all suspecting some of these people are white people, but I'm assuming them suburban blacks. Motherfuckers in the comments talk about some. Yeah, wear something expensive and go around ghetto people and see how they act. Motherfucker talk about some. Yeah. They're I'm scared of ghetto people because they'll jump on you if you look at them for a quick, even for a second. Y'all dead ass putting on the fucking show. Y'all dead ass putting on the fucking show for white people, and it's fucking funny because like I said, these motherfuckers are bar for bar, word for word, bar for bar, repeating the same exact shit white supremacists have said, or probably white people in their own neighborhood have said about black people in general. But the only difference is y'all trying so fucking hard to separate yourselves from these black people that y'all bite off of when it comes to style, music, and the way they talk. when it's fucking cool anyways. When it's fucking cool, y'all throwing them under the bus to try for white people to show that you're not the exact same as them. But at the end of the fucking day, they still gonna be racist towards you because you're a nigga. They don't care about you being the good black folks. They just want to make fun of you because you black. And then on top of that, y'all niggas don't do shit about it. They make fun of y'all, and y'all don't do shit about it. So of course they're gonna keep making fun of y'all. But like I said, and then watching a couple of months, these same motherfuckers gonna be on here crying about these ghetto black people not wanting to accept them, not wanting to fuck with them. You literally sit right here and talking shit about these people like they're fucking animals. Motherfucker literally talk about some go in the hood with something, spit some on and see how they look at you. Do y'all fucking hear yourselves? Do y'all fucking hear yourselves? Like I said, these niggas are fucking fried, and I don't give a fuck what y'all said to y'all, how y'all try to spend it. Oh, y'all trying to deflect from, nobody's deflecting from shit. I can sit right here and admit how bad shit gets in the hood, but at the same fucking time, y'all are getting worse. Suburban black motherfuckers are getting worse. They getting worse. I don't give a fuck about what nobody say. They getting more coonish.
There are people who are pissed at the people saying they do not like or they are scared of black people from the hood, and there are people saying allow people have their opinion because we have to start saying the truth and we all don't need to agree on the same thing. There are so many people who have talked on why it is so wrong for other black people to say that they are scared of black people from the hood because of the certain way they are painting them, because they feel like it is the same take, it is the same opinion that they use to do violence towards black people. It is the same take that these other people, especially these palm colored people, have, that they used to, do this violence to black people. As black is so wrong to be seen putting each other down like that. I think this is where these people are coming from. Like I said, there are so many takes on this particular conversation. Like, people are seriously coming in. So share your thoughts in the comment section. This comment said, honestly, I grew up in the suburbs, but my mom family is in the hood. So sometimes we go visit and it's just so different and I don't like it, to be honest. Another comment said, generalization hurts people too, but people should also be able to say what happened to them without being called a coon. And I think I agree to this comment. Maybe it is the fact that they were generalizing it that is making so many people come out and say this is so wrong. You guys are just being anti-black. Like, why are you generalizing, to be fair? Because in the last stitch that you guys just saw, the lady who had a piercing on her lips was talking about how the hood helped raise her, how the people in the hood were the ones that she would, play with before her mom gets off the 12-hour shift. Like, the hood are the one who will bring stuff to her mom and stuff like that. Like, they literally raised her. So it's understandable when she's saying, no, I am not going to sit there and hear you guys just say these things about old people. They are not all bad. So maybe this back and forth and this clash is coming from the generalization. And that is the reason why I said I agree with this comment. Another person said, the problem is everyone's got different definition for these words and it is weakening the argument. And this particular comment as well, the lady that I just referenced to that had a piercing on her lips, said the same thing in another video that is in the first part. So if you have not checked it out, go and check it out. Make sure you check it out. Because this lady was just basically talking about how the people they said they are scared of are criminals, and how them saying they don't like ghetto people, they are scared of ghetto people, is because they feel like all ghetto people are criminals. And in our own case, it is not like that, based off of the experience that she shared. Another person said, the issue isn't the lack of duality, it is the awareness of one, how we are already perceived. Yeah, I think this is actually good. Two, understanding that there is always a time and place for certain things. I totally agree with what this person have to say. It's just the same thing that so many people have talked about as well. Another person said, I grew up in the suburbs and had plenty of old friends. So I can vibe in the trap house or the opera house. Either way, I am comfortable. Plus, the love and loyalty from my good friends has always been unmatched. I am trying to understand why the suburban counterparts are bugging like this. Now look at this person that has, loyal friends from, friends from the hood. If she hearing people, attaching these old people to criminals, she might as well say, no, I am not going to allow you people say this thing about these people because they've been nice to me and they are my good people. They are the one who stand by me. The last one I have here says, I think it is for the people who don't have duality or can code switch. Some people are just ratchet all the time and some people are just snobby all the time. You got to have a little of both. Let me hear what you guys think about what all these people said in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation there. I think this is going to be the last part I'm going to do, but if you still want to see more videos on people's take on this particular conversation, you can just go on TikTok and just type things I'm afraid to admit as a Black person, and you're going to see so many. In fact, you don't have to go far. You're going to see so many of these things. Thank you all so much for joining. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.